rassistischer Hassprediger mitten in Deutschland.
They call themselves anonymous. They are hackers on steroids.
Police say they have arrested 3 suspected hackers who used to be part of an international network.
Of Scientology.
Anonymous, the group responsible for Operation Payback, which temporarily crippled the websites of MasterCard, Visa, and PayPal.
We are Legion.
We are Anonymous.
Distributed denial of service, devolved the stack will drag when doubts attacks. Suits without a head, get scared and shit. They slash you what we lack. A sense of compassion and justice must be swift. How turn the hurt in the pockets of white supremacists. These nemesis is never this vicious. We troll the net for missions. Equals your position. Your files get a couple missing. With a post they dissing, posturing and speaking out of fear. Super consciousness, our warriors of virtual bombardiers. We don't forget, expect us wasn't no one to protect us. Come together as a legion, internet, unite, connect us. We will make our presence known. We got folks on the megaphones. SQL inject intravenously like it's prednisone. Rebelling on a larger scale. We Jonas came to slay the whale we hip. So they slither and swinging the blizzards by their tail. We check their mail, defacing professional looking webpage. When I rhyme, I wake the sheeples, catatonic backstage, spelling the message, encapsulated in the rap track. Black facts, it's project technology, target fat cats with a backpack. And I'm the type of person never had jack. Destruction of Chris Falk can't put away this ass act. We vigilant, the vigilante, highest staking up the anti-cross site script. And Felicia Palmer would punch the panties. Epilepsy foundation, far from invasion. Turks and Brazilians, Tunisians, even Malaysians.
Gawker website we pulled up just to see, have a look about what's going on. It talks about the power people now have on the internet if they want to do this.
Technically speaking, they are heroes because they can solve everything. They are up all over the security systems.
Train event, we rage and give a fuck about a cussing club McKay Hatch. Profanity, I spew it for the fucking loving cause I can. And who the hell is you to try to change a man? Operation Payback, radical Avenger Sands, intelligent Israelis with viruses known as Stuxnet. Programming logic controllers and root kids ass. We need to know, trying to feed the homeless. Cops are screaming no, government and corporate sources. We must defeat our foes as freedom goes. They trying to sniff us out and get the ISPs reversing the cameras on computers. Feds are IME, Marine Corps, Brick Bradley, man and naked, the Quantico. Maximum security methods with torches trying to go to Aaron Bar forever. You will walk around with slashes, scar and crash your car. Executives are worshiping the morning star. It is bizarre, the people are the ones oppressing people. When will the day come we recognize as equals? Electronic money from Satoshi Nakamoto, spending bitcoins on hoes for their photos with no kimonos. Remarkable power, the python is clearance intact. International Federation of Photo Binge Act. The script kiddies hack into the mainframe of big cities. YouTube videos for children showing big titties. No pity for the oppressive and get it through your skulls. We were born to change the world, evolving past the hacks for laws.
Hackers which are fighting for some kind of ideological points and hackers who are just doing illegal activities.
The police department goes into certain things and the government goes into certain things. Probably I would put that on the same level as I would someone who goes in and hacks into a site they're not supposed to be on.
The bottom line is, if you have information in a database someplace, consider yourself a potential target.
Expect us. We don't forgive, so don't forget.
There's going to be a revolution. It's totally going to happen. I think not only I haven't got a flicker of doubt. This is the end.
Let's just sleep on that dirty floor. If there's anything great left in this sorry state, it was built on the backs of the poor. So we buy and we sell for your
Politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you.
Illuminati, you've come to take control. You can take my heartbeat, but you can break my soul.
Well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them.
Illuminati, you'll never take control. Your new world order will lead to none at all.
Open up your eyes, wake the fuck up, America. Elite control your lives with fear, just staring you with terror on your screen, telling you what to believe. But who benefits from panic, hunger, and greed? That's how they feed upon the masses like a fucking disease. The only answer is to rise up, get up off your fucking knees. Tap into your inner being like a 33rd degree. I'm planting mental seeds for men to break free of an evil greed. You can't see, cause you ain't believing me, but I'm telling thee that television ain't true. Just professionally manufacturing a fallacy, imbalancing your talents. We tragically waiting for things to fucking change magically, mystically rewrite our fucking history. This ain't no bullshit mystery. I'm locked to prison with the key. It's in your mind, is the ones to see.
Illuminati, you've come to take control. You can take my heartbeat, but you can break my soul.
And they subsidize illness in America. They have to. There's too much money in it.
Illuminati, you'll never take control. Your new world order will lead to none at all.
Man, fuck the internet, it took away your intellect, it stripped you of respect, so now this is what you're left with. What's the symptoms of distress? Which prescription is the best? The definition of misdirection, doctor's orders, get some rest. This hocus pocus diagnosis got you focusing on stress. These politicians ain't no benefit. The description of the devil, grab your pistols and get ready, cause they're trying to play Geppetto. Yeah, they're trying to pull the strings, have us jumping through the rings, but they treat us like we're property. We're fucking human beings, man. Things are not the way it seems. Rarely see the American dream, cause it's more like a nightmare right there. Yeah, I'll do that when a vote counts. Yeah, I'll do that shit when they don't doubt. Until then, we're all anonymous on a mission, going all out.
Illuminati, you've come to take control. You can take my heartbeat, but you can break my soul.
You've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Illuminati, you'll never take control. Your new world order will lead to none at all.
should have expected us. This is Bible chapters and final rapture. The psychopath with iron dagger, spinal tap on chiropractor. Destroy Goliath, the voice of giants. Follow rhyming patterns, poison flying, swallow firecrackers. Dying rappers inspire laughter. I imagine and earning my pilot license after my flight to Saturn. But my mind is scattered, spawning life on planets. The science gathered, defy time and matter. God's debris sending human being signals, waking in a lucid dreaming. Truthfully, the truth is what these shrooms I ate give you, so you can see these fractal computer screen pixels. Build drones, bitcoins in my billfold. Trench coat criminal tiptoeing down Silk Road. Presidents murk, Kennedy curse. Centuries turn, time went in reverse, penning this verse.
Big black line and shredded documents. Use the proxy service and know they watching us. You know the binary code, you better honor it. Anonymous.
Yeah, it's subliminal, it's in your head. They manipulate you, but what if it isn't indirect? Power's a sickle, ice is slippery when wet. The melted water trickles to a ripple effect. You a pig, I'll pistol whip you and beat you to death. When empty, the clip will eject like the seat in a jet. I grow wings with the dreams in my head. Puppet strings around my neck, controlled by the kings in a deck. I just got a shipment of missiles in from Cuba. It's in the water underneath the mist that's in Bermuda. If I go to prison, I'm a killer with a makeshift fort. Murder the judge, next day in court. My soul leave my pale corpse on a pale horse. Only victims are afraid of war. I take out a naval corps. I fight off the crazy 88 with swords. I ain't playing fucking games no more.
Big black line and shredded documents. Use the proxy service and know they watching us. You know the binary code, you better honor it. Anonymous.
Hello, citizens of the world. We are anonymous.
I am untraceable. No color, no odor, no taste.
Hello, citizens of the world. We are anonymous.
I am untraceable. No color, no odor, no taste.
Anonymous.
Secretive organization known as Anonymous, a loose-knit group of computer hackers who came to the defense of WikiLeaks and got the attention of law enforcement in the process. They are young and stealthy, and they are potential giant killers.
Anonymous hacker activists have basically got together and are exacting revenge for what they see as attacks on WikiLeaks, and they're targeting a number of corporations that have cut off their ties with WikiLeaks.
So they see themselves as protesters. Essentially that the government can't prevent you or I from talking openly. They interpret it much more broadly. They believe that everybody has an inalienable right to say whatever they want on any forum whatsoever.
Now today, this group of computer hackers are apparently threatening cyber war over this WikiLeaks case. What do you know about that?
Yeah, NBC is reporting that Anonymous, it's a group we've heard of before, is threatening new attacks not only on U.S. corporations, but also on some of the government officials.
Number one story, MasterCard announced Monday it would no longer process payments to WikiLeaks. This morning, internet activists crashed its website. This afternoon, Visa.com crashed. Tonight, Twitter might be next. It suspended an Operation Payback account. A group calling itself Anonymous has been waging Operation Payback for a few months now. The group says it is dedicated to a, quote, anonymous, decentralized movement that fights against censorship and copy wrong.
Well, officials have confirmed that at least 41 Malaysian government websites had been hacked overnight. This follows a threat by hacker group Anonymous to punish the authorities for internet censorship. Officials say that 51 websites were hit and and at least 41 of them were disrupted in these attacks.
Targets like HB Gary, a major cybersecurity firm some U.S. government agencies rely on to keep their computers safe. Last month, HB Gary boasted it would expose Anonymous. The response was swift. Anonymous took down their website, stole thousands of emails, and posted them on the internet. The CEO resigned. Anonymous is credited with bringing down government websites in Tunisia, Egypt, and Libya. And now it's made new threats against companies and government officials complicit in what it views as the mistreatment of Bradley Manning, the Army private accused of leaking to WikiLeaks.
Anonymous is powerful enough that it's certainly struck fear into the hearts of some of the biggest technology companies, the biggest companies in the whole world.
Our own Justice Department doesn't take any action against these guys. It's been 3 years since the debacle in Wall Street that caused our economic collapse. And where's Washington? Where's Washington? They haven't done a damn thing. But look, what you're looking at here, in combination of all these things, is a new model on how to fight back. You have to take action into your hands. Direct, peaceful resistance.
We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You could be in a lot of trouble. Now, people have figured out that you can hit the powerful where it counts in their pocketbooks. The same thing happened in Egypt, where Mubarak only stepped down after the labor strikes began. And then there's the national and international movement against the power establishment. The group Anonymous recently released this video warning the global banking systems.
We are a decentralized, non-violent, resistance movement which seeks to restore the rule of law and fight back against the organized criminal class.
Now that's a little spooky, but I liked it. And apparently they came armed with documents, which we're going to tell you about in a second. But look, what I like is peaceful resistance.
However, they can't just randomly launch an attack. And in order to do it, you have to go on this IRC chat. Anyone can suggest a target. That person then has to make a compelling case for the target, and then whoever happens to be, it's a quorum of whoever happens to be awake, can vote up or down on this target. So if somebody has not made a compelling enough case, enough people may pull their computers off of this voluntary botnet that the attack might not be nearly as effective. So it is, in fact, an amazing kind of Athenian democracy. If you forget sort of the ethics of what they're doing, place that to one side, what they've achieved is sort of this set of checks and balances that agrees in a very fluid way on what the target is.
This is the new model of fighting back against the establishment and against corporate power. Don't wait for your knight in shining armor to show up from D.C. The bad news is he ain't coming. The good news is it turns out you're the knight in shining armor.
I believe that Gandhi's views were the most enlightened of all the political men in our time. We should strive to do things in his spirit, not to use violence in fighting for our cause, but by non-participation in anything you believe is evil.
hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. I order all those assembled to immediately disperse. You may be arrested and or subject to other police the use of riot control agents which could cause risk of injury to those who remain.
All right, and welcome to Anonymous Bites Back, episode 47.
Oh shit!
This is Tyler, your host.
I'm going live. Yeah, be
we
quiet now.
Did
We
have
was just talking.
some focused topics that we're gonna cover up first, but we had some guests, a lot of guests just pop in at the last minute. So would everybody like to introduce themselves?
I'm Mike Seagraves from Chicago.
Christopher Wolf, Wolfsef Anonymous.
I'm Kevin from Belgium. What's up, Edward?
Preston from Texas.
That's okay.
Sorry, it happens to us every time. I try to look and see everybody's icon, see who went or not, and I always mess it up.
Yeah,
We're missing somebody.
I think she's there, but she's not there.
She's not talking.
Oh shit!
She's being quiet.
Can y'all hear me?
Right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, so one of the things we wanted to cover is, Chris, we need an update. You're up at Camp Flint.
Yep. I'm at Flint, Michigan. I am at the Wolf's Den. It's 1115 Mason Street. It's a brand new camp. We're only 3 days old right now. We got a lot of plans to help Flint out. I was thinking myself of going to the colleges. There's 4 colleges in Flint. I mean, we get these college students behind me. The town listens to what the colleges had to say. It's a college town. I don't think they can back down from the college.
No.
That's how they're making their money. I mean,
yeah.
It's a very corrupt system, though, and the the council is off the hook corrupt. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. The city is tore down. There's abandoned houses with not even boards on the windows. The windows are all busted out. They're just sitting there empty, trash falling out of the windows. It's crazy.
Yeah, when we were up there last year, it was hard to tell which houses actually had people in them or not. Some of these houses are they'll be fully abandoned and fully furnished at the same time.
Right. Yeah, I was cutting the grass.
We would be over there dropping water on a front porch, and their neighbors would come out and be like, "Nobody's lived there for 3 years," and it's what? There's furniture and everything.
Which brown are you talking about?
Yeah, I was cutting their grasses, and it looked like it was an abandoned house, and all of a sudden some guy came out and asked me what I was doing. I'm like, holy shit, this house looks abandoned.
Wow. I don't see why he stopped you.
That's crazy. And it's like that all over the whole city. It's not just one part of the city; it's everywhere.
And those are the areas that the government is still refusing to deliver the bottled water to. They'll lay out, a couple pallets here and there and be like, come get it if you can.
I have the water truck from Stanwell. The Oshedi camp is at Flint right now.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that in the pictures.
Right, we are offering to deliver water to anyone who needs it.
I promise you, just roll around the hood and start asking people. They will tell you they are in desperate need of water.
Yeah. The water situation is crazy. They're taking people's houses away for not paying their water bills.
Well, we're gonna have.
I mean, are you gonna pay for poison?
On
You
the
want me to
time,
put
it's
brown and bleach
definitely
and
time
drink it?
for an armed revolt in front. They need to take that city back by any means necessary.
Well, you know, I can't say much about that, but there is plans.
I'm kind of aware.
Oh yeah, there are some plans in order, but I'm not obligated to speak on that.
Oh, sorry, I was getting a little carried away. But you guys need some more support up there, right?
Yeah, we need more people on the ground. I only have 20 in my camp right now. It is growing every day. It's only 3 days old. We broke away from Camp Promise. Camp Promise, we had a little trouble there. They wanted 12 leaders and no followers. So I mean, that wasn't working out. So we left Camp Promise and opened up our own camp. Angela Wolf is the leader of that camp. His mom is LaDonna. She is the head of the Lakota Nation, Sioux tribe. She has a lot of power. We also work with Joanne Spotted Bear, head of the UN, and we are backed by the UN. We are being paid. Well, we're not being paid, but we have support from the UN.
Well,
right now,
send some of those people down to Louisiana to come lead to this fucking camp, because I don't want to do this shit.
Right? I know these camps are something else. They're spotting up all over the nation right now.
It's really fucked up because like this is such a big fight and like nobody wants to take charge except for me, and like, man, I do not need this responsibility right now.
Right.
It's so much to undertake and fuck, man. But it has to be done.
Yeah, it has to be done. We have to do something. We can't just sit back and do nothing, because if we sit back and do nothing, the government's going to do whatever they want. So have us in 1 week.
I feel personally like if we stand by and let this last little piece of pipeline for energy transfer come through in Louisiana,
right,
that is going to make the entire Keystone XL fight, the entire No DAPL fight, like all for fucking nothing. Like we can still stop this entire project in its tracks right now. Like time's a wasting.
Yeah, maybe send me some information on that. Maybe we can send some people down there. I know we got like 30 camps right now all over the nation.
They're not just pipelines,
right?
Logging camps. It's all about stopping this resource extraction machine. Strip mining, you name it. Coal mining. We're living in like cavemen by comparison to what we could be because of it.
Yeah. I just met that John, the whistleblower. He was showing me. I have a video where he showed me they were burying oil under a false grass that they plant on top of the oil. I mean, the videos are crazy. What he showed me. The oil company are denying it. I mean, it's everywhere in the United States. There's puddles of oil.
Oh, you should have seen on the Gulf Coast what they did with the BP oil. Anywhere where there wasn't a beach where like people would go to hang out, like any kind of like wooded area on the beach, dude, they just turned that sand over and buried the oil right there on the fucking beach.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're burying it. They bury it under sand in creeks even. They have some kind of mesh they can hide that shit.
It's trying to make more tar sands for the future.
This is bad. I mean, the Kalamazoo River is full of oil.
That's why he does what he does.
It's kind of there's some kind of fabric they can put down, and they're putting sand on top of the water. The oil is underneath. All you gotta do is move the cover out of the way and dig like 1 foot down, and you're hitting oil.
Well, yeah, I mean, all of these places, they're getting reviewed by their buddies, so the people that go and check up on it, or all their friends, or, lobbyists and people that have been paid off, and then they'll get them to say, oh, yeah, turning over the sand, is more than enough for the cleanup. And then, the actuality is, in some cases it's worse in what the chemicals that they're putting in to clean it up than the oil was to begin with in there. Like, there is no good way to clean up oil spills. Like, they haven't figured out.
You leave behind like 40 to 50% anyway.
Well, in all of these spills, they'll say, "Oh, well, a couple of drops spilled," just like
Oh man, the videos I have, it's hundreds of gallons spilled.
Yeah,
it was just 80 gallons.
I guarantee you, it's probably hundreds of gallons. But they always put these crazy lowball numbers, and then you turn out higher.
Oh, they have a little secret. They only have a secret. They're hiding it good.
Did I lose somebody?
Yeah. Well, even if we had 6 million, I think we could do a better job.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, it's not the $6 million man, but no, there is a fix to all of these oil spills, and that is to stop using oil.
Right.
Yeah, like we found after careful research, we have found that if we just stop using oil altogether, we'll be better off.
Right. You gotta think of another way. I mean, we got a better plant, not tear it apart.
Literally anything else would do better than oil. Like, if you could pick any substance on the planet, anything would be better than oil.
Right? Yeah, I believe that too.
What'd you do?
What the hell?
Background.
Did we lose Chris?
Will you convert bullshit into
No, I'm here. Sorry. I had a mic. Mute my mic there for a second.
Well, if we could figure out how to turn political bullshit into energy, we could move throughout the universe.
Really?
Come on, man.
This is so weird. He's coming in and out.
I got one plug. It won't fit like a big AC adapter or anything like that, but I got a single external plug.
The kids are we could with the.
What's going on?
Mic check.
Yeah. You there, Chris? Maybe not.
No.
All right.
I was curious what he said when he said they were getting UN support. What did he mean by that?
I don't know. Maybe we can get him back. Maybe his battery died.
He's still there.
No.
Nope.
All right. Let me see what's going on. All right, but also Kevin, you were at that NATO protest.
Are you there?
Hey, there you are. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I don't know. Something happened. Like, started bringing up on me. They're probably blocking me, of course. I had no DEPL. It's crazy, but yeah. They fly a helicopter over me for 3 or 4 hours a day. How much does that cost? You can't fix these lines at Flint? I mean, it's crazy.
That is crazy, because
it's like $10,000 an hour to fly a helicopter around in circles. And they do it for 3 or 4 hours. Like, what are you doing? Taking my picture?
You're a dangerous domestic terrorist, man. We're not putting up with this crap.
Right? I wear my mask anyways. I wear my mask only to scare the shit out of them.
Yeah, right.
It's a psychological war. I got in front of Eric May's face. He's a councilman in Flint, Michigan. And an Indian woman was next to me, like as high as Joanne Spotted Bear, a really decorated native. And they're calling her Pocahontas, and look at me with my anonymous mask on, wouldn't say one word.
So
You there?
yeah. So Kevin, you were at the NATO protest yesterday, right? Yeah. I try to get as many. I try to get as many live streams as you got, but I only managed to capture like 2 of them. But yeah, that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff you guys were doing, huh?
Yeah, it was from everywhere out Europe and from out the United States. Also, the indigenous people from South and North Dakota, they were there. Yeah, it was a good protest, peaceful in the beginning. In the end, yeah, it was a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe any protest is going to be peaceful. Especially when it comes to the government.
It was
you can pray all you want, but you can only pray so long.
But it was a lot of Trump was
That's
there.
my problem.
And a lot of cops and a lot of military people. I was followed for 2 hours with 3 secret agents after me.
What?
For 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, really, yeah.
That's crazy.
You guys were throwing smoke bombs and shit. I saw that.
Yeah, smoke bombs and fire bombs and just, yeah. But, yeah. It was a good protest, and we had a lot of media attention. I had more of 5 interviews. So, like Greenpeace was there also.
Really?
Yeah, and I had an interview with them, and I had an email from them today. They want to talk to me, and they want to work together also, all together, you know.
Yeah, be wary of those guys. They like to sell out to the government in the end.
But
how many people were there?
They say 9,000, but they were more.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome. That's a good protest right there.
Yeah, 50,000 people. Let's say, yeah.
Hell yeah.
They say 9,000, but there were more people. They were a bunch. It was a good protest, but yeah, in the end, yeah, they started the bombs, little fire bombs that we started. It was on the front, first on the back, but then I go to the front and I tried to capture a lot of live streams. I have 5 or 6 live streams that I did.
Alright, awesome.
Then 10 other videos.
Yeah, I get. People don't like when I do live streams, but I think the live stream really shows what's going on. I mean, people need to see stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's real life.
Yeah, and we had a good. I would say this and good. Yeah, the media was very interested in our things, and now they say that they published today on the news. Interview, and it was awesome. And they say finally for the first time the truth, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was awesome.
Right.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
And otherwise, they always say we are bad, this and this. Except now, I say this in this interview also we are peaceful. We want to do, you know, we are like the other activists, like Greenpeace, and the natives were there.
The natives are very peaceful. Very, very peaceful.
Yeah, really, and it was awesome. It was an awesome protest, really, and today was another one too. There were a lot of people arrested from Greenpeace because they climbed down the buildings and the crazy stuff. And then they blamed it on me. There's a reason I had a live stream today, and somebody attacked me, and that worked for the government. And I know this guy, and he attacked me, and he threatened me, and all this kinds of stuff.
Wow.
And I was not happy with this.
Yeah, I bet. We get attacked a lot, especially being anonymous. I get attacked a lot. A lot of people don't believe what's going on in the world. Like, they think I'm crazy, but I mean, if they would learn and listen and study this stuff, they would see that this stuff's really happening.
Good luck with that. Don't nobody want to listen these days.
And also in Europe, you don't know a lot about what's happened there, and with the tribal, the pipelines such as it did, and with the indigenous people there, and that was awesome that they were in Brussels and they did a big speech for a crowd for more than 10,000 people,
right?
And told the truth because they don't say it in the media, and the people say, "Oh my God, okay," and that was awesome. Finally, they say that. It was awesome, really.
Yeah, that is awesome. It's awesome when a big group of people like that come together because, you got some strength and unity. There's no doubt about that. They cannot not listen to what you're going to say.
And there was also a speech.
We need that in Flint. We need a lot more people in Flint like that because I think if we had more people in Flint, they would get their asses in gear.
And they were
an armed march of probably like 500-600 people on Flint. That definitely didn't get their attention.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy.
Wait, you guys had an armed march out there?
Yeah, we shut that city the fuck down like half a day up there.
Right.
No shit.
Fucking FBI all over our asses. They were crawling all over our hotel rooms. Like, it was fucking crazy, dude. We ended up, we had flyers for this barbecue the next day. And,
we're going to do a barbecue pretty soon with a pig and a goat. We're going to roast a pig and a goat in Flint. Invite
the pig roast should be more of a symbol than anything.
What are we going to put the goat on? I don't know. I'll be quiet.
Hey, when you said there was UN support up there, what did you mean by that?
We are definitely connected. Joanne Spy Bear is like my mother right now. I mean, she is awesome, and she is an ambassador to the UN. And she has visited me and Brandon Green. She loves Brandon Green. She's visited like 3 or 4 times now to where we were at Camp Promise. She hasn't been to the new camp, but I'm sure she'll be there. But yeah, we have her support 100%.
Yeah, speaking of Brandon was also at DAPL the whole time, right?
Right, yep. Yeah, me and Brandon are good friends now. I mean, he's a good guy. He definitely does good. I mean, I believe he's a medicine man. People don't believe that, but he is pretty spiritual. I'm bagging him up now.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But yeah, it's for real. I mean, the shit that's happening is crazy. People need to wake up. Because a lot of people don't believe what's going on. I mean, you gotta stop and look. Why are there camps popping up all over this nation?
Well, I mean, in relation to the Flint crisis, there's dozens of cities that I've found on my own just looking at water records, and these cities have so I think it's like parts per million that they're measuring it by on lead, and Flint had a reading of 15 when everything kicked off. I don't know what it is now, but like when everything kicked off, about a year and a half ago with it making news and everything, it was at 15. The city I live right next to is at fucking 26.
Right.
I mean, there's all these outrageous numbers, and I think it's like 10 or so when it's like catastrophe level.
Right, I know. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I'd hate to look at the lead content of the water of New Orleans. I couldn't imagine what that shit's like.
Oh man, that's pretty bad, especially after Katrina.
I get tap out of the bars there sometimes. I'm afraid to look.
Right.
Like, I'm thirsty. I need something. Oh fuck, poison water. God damn it.
I know that.
Beer.
Yeah, and we're doing work cutting my hands all up and stuff. I'm afraid to wash my damn hands. I'm at a camp. Like, I gotta wash my hands every day. I can't do it.
It was crazy when we stayed up there because we had the Motel 6. Hang on one sec. Give me like 5.
Oh shit, he broke out.
Yeah, he muted.
Yeah. But yeah, this Flint shit is crazy. I can't believe the world lets stuff like this go on. Even Standing Rock. I mean, how the hell? How could you let something like that happen? They went through Sitting Bull's grave with a fucking pipeline.
Yeah.
Is that crazy? I mean, Sitting fucking Bull. He's in history books. I don't know.
My bad. That was my kid wanting something there, but
that's cool.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, so we stayed in a Motel 6 when we were in Flint, and like we ended up renting out quite a lot of the rooms there and spilling over into the hotel across the street, and so the Motel 6 that we were staying in had water coming from the Flint water system, and the nicer hotel across the street had nice clean water by comparison coming from Detroit.
Yep. That's how it is too.
Like I thought that was crazy. It was like, everybody go across the fucking street to take a shower, man. Like,
right? I'd still be scared though. That water ain't good.
Oh, it ain't none of it good. Anything that comes out of the tap is bad for you. I mean, I'll get in ruts where I look at my shower and it's like, God, would it rain outside or something?
Right.
I mean, a lot of people don't think about the fact that fluoride absorbs through your skin as well. So you're getting a hefty dose of it when you take a shower, bath, whatever you do.
The lead that's in the water, and then when you take in fluoride, even if you brush your teeth, it's like 12 times the toxicity when you add fluoride and lead. That's a bad combination.
Well, in addition to that, the fluoride will actually, in the pipes, loosen up any like rust and lead that's on the pipe walls that's loose and break it free and release it into the water supply. So the fluoride only further adds to the lead problem in quite a lot of these cases.
Right.
I noticed with my city that the higher the lead, like in all my local areas when I was doing this, like the higher the fluoride, the higher the lead, always.
Right.
You can almost like take the fluoride level and calculate the lead level in the water. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. It is crazy. What's going on is crazy. This whole fucking world's fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, I'm ready for that big meteor to come smash into this motherfucker and end it all.
We have our own plans worked out. I mean, I'm not going to say nothing, but I will say we have our plans, and they're not going to like it.
Right. Sounds like I need to get up there for that, like what we were trying to do last year.
I can say that you guys better be ready for an EMP. I mean, I'll tell you that right now.
All right, so I'm starting the car and heading to Flint now.
Right. Study up on how to protect yourself from an EMP attack. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, man, we had no fucks given up there last year. We were walking up to the fucking FBI's undercover cars, knocking on the window, giving them flyers to our fucking barbecue.
Right. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the news is going crazy, like, they're going to do an attack in Flint.
Right.
If we were going to do an attack in Flint, you wouldn't hear about it on the news beforehand.
No. Yeah, I get it. Hold, give me 1 second.
Yeah, but like you say about this.
All right, I'm back. But anyways, yeah, I would prepare for an EMP attack because something might happen soon. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That's just speculations.
Give me that. Hold on, I got it.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. That's
the word of the day.
Got the word of the day.
Allegedly.
And maybe it was stuck a little bit.
Right.
But I mean, how bad is it going to be? Like, oh no, there was an EMP attack in our banking system that didn't work out.
Right? It's not gonna hurt us.
Well, you know, like if you've ever studied the range of like EMP,
That's kind of lopsided. In fact, fuck that system.
Unless you go nuclear, the range is only a couple miles on those things.
I go so long without like filing a claim.
Yeah, you don't need much for that to work.
Well, I mean, the ideal EMP would not be on the ground. The ideal EMP would actually be a high atmosphere EMP.
But what are they like? What is their
30,000 feet is what is expected to work the best at.
What is the plan for the EMP? You have to talk to your neighbors.
I can't get into that one.
Well, I mean, like, what's the, you know what I mean? What's the point? If the deal was like our comm centers and all our cool shit, that's all more than shielded. We've been able to do that for 20, 30 years. So that's not really an issue.
Right.
You know, like I would question like the tactic, and you'd really have to have a really good explanation to use it, other than being a dick. Like if that was the deal and you're just like, nah, I just want to shut everything down, that's different. You know, but I would say, you know, what would be the objective of an EMP, being that it wouldn't, you know, if we could have designed an EMP blast in the 50s, that made sense. But in 2017, you know, the military-industrial complex won't even notice. In fact, they'll make money off of it.
Yeah,
right? You want to
that might be true.
have a little attack somewhere.
You know what though? If they did it over a large city, it would break everyone's TV, and then they might actually fucking rise up.
Listening.
Like, you know,
People might start listening then.
And we saw it when we saw in New York, 2 years ago, when the power went down, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's New York City. We're gonna start murdering and eating each other." And now everybody walked home across the bridge, made a big show of Unity, ate dinner. Like, imagine if you went through all of that work. You know, haha, I've got the ultimate weapon, the EMP strike, and everybody's like, yeah, it's cool.
I don't think they're gonna say it's cool.
No, dude, my phone was pissing me off anyway. I'm kind of really relieved.
Right. But yeah, the ultimate goal is to make people wake up, fucking change how things are going right now. We have to change how things are going. If we don't, it's going to be devastating.
I'm not saying, you know, be aggressive, but make sure that aggression is pointed in the right direction and has the right effect.
Right. Oh, yeah, I'm loving peace till the end.
Yeah, everybody, come on. Hold hands, pray, right?
Yep.
If you use an EMP device, make sure you use it in the right place.
Yeah, don't let it blow up on your...
fucking give out money. Just
don't let it blow up on the board. Don't be Korea, or North Korea.
There was a armored car that ended up going over a bridge, cracked it open, and neighborhood it is, but man, this is one of those neighborhoods you don't, you know, like nobody wants to live in. You know, so forgotten, right? You know, in the scheme of the city, and they did all sorts of investigations, and they just could not find out where this money went. Right? Like everybody in the neighborhood everybody took their little bit and did their thing, but no matter what door they went to, they could not find out what happened to all of this money.
That's all in Flint. They can't figure out what happened to their money neither.
Yeah.
I know where the money in Flint is.
Right.
Well, we know whose
pockets. You might want to check Jay Nixon's bank account.
Whose pockets it's in.
I think it's in a Mott Foundation.
Well, you know how when they think that you're a terrorist or they don't like something that you're doing, they lock your bank accounts?
Right.
Do that to any of these guys. Like, I'm not saying we can't figure it out, but until we figure it out, we're just going to keep all your shit on hold.
Right, yeah. Well, I've had, my buddy has had a couple of threats even saying stuff like that about the Mott Foundation, so they got some power.
Oh, I'm sure they do. And I mean, these are, you know, these are like old school, you know.
Yeah, it's old money you're playing with, not the new money.
So I mean, they know how to threaten people. They know, you know, they've went up against the unions. They've went up against quite some dedicated people, but they've never went up against us.
Right.
So, you know, they'll learn quickly that, you know, they may have seen activists before.
Yeah, I think we can put on
what is it this time, Tyler?
What? Yeah, they've seen activists before.
I'm not.
But
I'm not there anymore. There's somebody else is with the ambulance.
Oh, okay.
I moved out of the crackheadville.
Oh, so you got robbed and moved the fuck out?
No, I still live in the place I got robbed at. Remember, I got robbed on the air in front of my house.
Yeah, that is dedication, man. This dude got robbed on air.
At gunpoint.
Oh yeah.
Went out to his car and got robbed. And then the guy's all like, "Oh, give me your phone." I'm like on the line with like literally thousands and thousands.
Yeah, I'm on the live stream. Please, no.
Yeah.
Alright.
He only got $10.
Because I know he is. Yeah.
I was like, I'm on live with 60,000 people. You're not getting my fucking phone, dude.
Right.
Beer and a shot. Don't even matter to me. I don't want
Yeah,
to
for all our viewers, our host was managing to get into his car, yours truly, and I was robbed at gunpoint with a guy inside of my car. Didn't expect
You got me checking my back seat now.
I didn't, dude. I couldn't see it. When I went out of my car, I saw the door open a little bit. I was like, oh, maybe I didn't lock it or something. But I always lock it.
Well, I mean, it's obvious you didn't lock it.
That's funny.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, no, he had.
I hope we get to talk to him someday and we can find out why he felt the need to rob you.
Dude, I don't think there was any bullets in that gun either, because, like, I don't know.
Well, no, when it comes to that, I don't want to find out. You know what I mean? Somebody's like, hey, give me your wallet. The answer's like, yeah, fuck you, man. Like, give me your wallet.
I was kind of arguing with him for a little bit. Like, no, you can't. I need to go to court. I need my wallet.
Yeah, I'd like you without, you don't know how desperate somebody is. Like, I'd like to keep you without any holes in you. Like,
yeah, right.
Fine.
Bartender.
I think the only reason he wanted my phone is because he was worried that I was going to call the cops, and I'm like, dude, just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, fuck the police. I'm just saying, like, I need this at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Promise, we hate the police more than you.
That's
like normally,
broken promise.
Like, fucking shoot me. I'm better off just walking away. Like, it's one of those get robbed and maybe be shot, or call the cops and definitely be shot.
Right, yeah. Yeah, the cops will do it for you.
Well, I was scared. He seemed distraught. Well, because I just got fucking robbed.
Why are you acting so twitchy?
Yeah, why are you being so twitchy there? Well, that's the deal. They have the right to be completely and utterly like scared enough to murder someone at any given moment. You have to remain completely calm while staring down the barrel of a gun.
Right.
A little bit hypocritical.
Oh shit. Wilston, what's up?
No, that sucks. But if we ever get to the point where we can have that kind of reach, I'd love to have him on and find out what was going on. What you know what I mean? What led you to the end of the day where you were waiting in somebody's car to rob them for $10?
He was like digging around. He was actually like, I could actually see him. He was like by my court papers and all that shit. I'm just like, there's nothing in the car to steal, bro. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, how dumb do you think a criminal feels like when they go to rob a poor person?
Well, that's something that's never made sense to me. Like the crime rates in bad neighborhoods. You would think in cities that have bad neighborhoods, the crime rate should be huge in like good neighborhoods. Why the fuck would I rob a poor?
Yeah, like what am I doing? I'm gonna run the risk of spending 15 to 20.
I don't know. You know, I mean,
if they're gonna arrest me for breaking into somebody's house, I want to get the good shit.
Yeah, like
right.
Pull up on a dude that might
better get something good.
You're willing to spend a quarter of a century in jail and only maybe end up getting $10, and that's if you get a to-do poor person.
Yeah, fuck, man, you were lucky that I had $10 in my pocket.
Right.
Yeah, so no, I mean, I'm not telling anybody to go out and rob, but if I was gonna rob motherfuckers, definitely rob that guy immediately.
Yeah.
Just like when you were picking it, you know what I mean? Why would you pick out? You know what I mean? Others struggling as well.
And especially when, like, if it's somebody you know.
Yeah, definitely, because you know most
people trying to with their grandparents all the time. Like, oh, granny only has
There's something happening.
Yeah.
It's like really, like you probably already been through your grandma's purse.
Yeah, that's
but then
right.
you're gonna still be like, fucking idiot.
No, definitely put it somewhere where it's worth the robbing. But that's the deal. Like, if
definitely.
the whole Robin
Better
Hood
do something worth robbing.
the bitch about Robin Hood complexes, right? You never heard a poor person being like, fuck Robin Hood, right? There's always some rich dude that seems to have a problem with this fair deal.
Yeah. Well, because rich people don't make they don't care about them.
That's crazy.
Well, in that case, he wasn't
Chris,
like, come on. You can't rob our own people.
Chris, especially the multi-billionaires, like you drive by and see one of them cats sitting at the stoplights on the off the interstate. That's like,
Yeah, come on, you're a multi-billionaire.
Money, like,
You're a billionaire. You're not gonna miss it.
Well, Chris.
Depending on how resourceful the person is, shit, $100 to get to a pretty nice little jump start.
Yeah, from starting from zero, it's better than 10.
Yeah. Like, and you might be able to get something to eat.
Yeah, and he's some rich billionaire. It's not like old boy can fight.
Or that they really have a need to.
Yeah. Like, you're not gonna miss the $100. Come on.
Wait.
You can go home to your country club tonight, have a good, I got robbed story for everyone.
Yeah, that's a good story.
I was out shopping with the commoners today, and one of them told me, grab the seat out. I barely made it to my car.
Wait, Chris and Terrence.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna go back and give him his money.
Had it been a full cavity robbery, I don't know if I would have given you money.
Do people do that?
I don't know. I don't rob people.
Well, I don't know. Like the police, the fucking, you know what I mean?
Oh,
the
police
prisons,
do.
they're always trying to look up your ass for something.
Right, yeah.
I need to check between your sack. This is a traffic stop. Why do you need to check?
Am I on the FBI list that I don't know about it?
Just standard
How
procedure.
did I get on that list?
Echo, test. Can anybody hear me?
Echo, you there?
Why is this couch crooked?
Yeah, Chris and Terrence.
Why
you
is
guys,
this couch crooked?
You guys in the same room?
Nope.
Oh, that was weird.
Right. Yeah, it's been being weird. They're probably watching me.
You know, for like a second, I could have sworn I heard Terrence coming in through your mic, and
Right, yeah, no, I heard that. It's
and
weird.
I was like, "Whoa, are you guys in the same room?"
Right?
Uh-oh, I think we lost Terrence. Terrence, are you there?
Yeah, I don't think he's there. Something happened. I can hear myself talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, but another topic we wanted to, I kind of wanted to cover was.
Oh, am I back?
There you are. You're back. Yeah.
There he is. Yep, he's back.
Where did we leave off?
Awesome.
I don't know. I left off at the point where I was confused. I thought you guys were in the same room because of some weird audio.
Right? That was crazy. Oh my god.
We weren't paying the bills for a minute.
Alright, yeah.
No, but when they pull you
You're
over,
drinking the water!
they get extremely personal in these, you know what I mean, in these searches, and act like it's, just normal day-to-day procedure.
Right? You guys got...
Yeah, that's pretty loud, Chris.
Yeah, hold on one second. You guys gotta be quiet, you're on live. They can hear you.
Who is that?
A crazy lady.
Oh.
I see that, I see everybody's thing being muted.
Right? I'm not muted. Hold on, I will.
The world is crazy.
No, they can hear us. They're involved in the conversation. They're just back a little bit.
Right.
And the other lady, what's the lady? What was it? She's coming back with 30 minutes.
Well, no, I'm at camp, so it's always noisy. It's hard to get away.
Well, did you guys already talk about Prolific getting all his charges dropped? Basically, everybody who went to court today got all of their charges.
Yeah, I believe all of his charges are dropped.
Yeah, that happened earlier today.
Yep.
What's that guy's rap? What's the rapper's name again?
Prolific the rapper.
Yeah, Prolific.
He's real, man. Check out his stuff. He's really, really good. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not giving a promotion.
Right. Yeah, he's good.
Really, really good stuff.
Well,
And
he'll realize real quick when
they were charging him with, terrorist acts, and they were charging
Right.
him with stuff.
He's all flying that drone too. You see a picture with him in the drone?
Yeah, like that's what they eventually put the charges on was.
Oh.
You there? I think we lost Tyler again.
No, I'm here.
Oh shit! All right.
I just always feel like I like this thing, and I just always feel like I'm gonna burn my face.
That was crazy.
I must let you go for 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be, but 30 minutes. I'm back.
Okay.
Awesome.
I have some private problems.
I got you.
Right.
So I'm soon back. Okay.
Okay. They got some.
Yeah, it just got my sense.
Yeah, feel it right. That's the hardest part.
Am I the only one on here? Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna stay then. Well, if
Hello.
you're alone,
I'm
I'm
here.
gonna stay.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Sorry,
on.
my mic was muted.
Oh, yeah.
I think everyone's mic's muted.
Okay. I'm back with the 30 minutes. Okay.
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 See you later, guys. Huh?
All right. Yeah, but speaking of protests, did anybody catch that Brazil the protest in Brazil?
My tent.
The other day?
I heard it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. They're talking about taking out the new president and
Right. Yeah.
yeah, and
Shit, we need to do that too. We need to follow in their footsteps.
well, this would be
I don't
president.
know.
This would be president number 2.
Right. Yeah. I think they just protested I don't know,
It was yesterday, and
not long ago, right?
I saw the stream of RT via Facebook, and Facebook had censored that video. I don't know if it was censored or deleted by an admin, but the video was definitely not there shortly after I shared it.
Well, why are they still protesting in Brazil? I mean, they took the last president out on corruption.
Well, that's pretty much what this one is doing.
Same thing?
Yeah, he's they think he's guilty of paying people off.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be president number 2.
Let me see if I can pull some information about that from some people I know down there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, they had
Information.
Yeah, straight up saw the protesters get out the shields, and they were already throwing the tear gas.
Yeah, they love throwing that tear gas. Milk of magnesia works the best.
I've gotten to where if I don't take a direct blast to the eyes, I'm fucking good.
Right? Yeah, it's hard not to. Sometimes it gets you in the eyes. That shit hurts.
I have yet to take a direct blast, but hell, if you ain't ever had it before, just the air coming off of people that get hit can be fucking devastating if you're not used to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That shit hurt.
Dude, I had people getting sick around me in DC because I just reeked a pepper spray, but it had been on me so long that I couldn't even smell it anymore.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it gives you a hell of a sensation, that's for sure. It's crazy.
I try to keep my face pretty covered in those situations and at least keep some sunglasses on or something to deflect anything that might actually hit my eyes. But easier said than done.
All right.
That shit likes to fall off in the chaos,
Yeah, and they trying to put it right in your face, here, take this. Oh, yeah. I've been sprayed a couple times by them. Not good.
Shit, in DC, they got Poucher at like point blank range. That shit damn near knocked him off his feet mid stride from the force alone.
Right,
I thought they blew his eyeball out, man. I was fucking seriously concerned for that guy.
Yeah, they probably could if they got you just right. I mean, they don't even think about shit like that. They just do it.
I mean, I go back and look at the video, and I'm like, I don't know how that guy didn't lose an eye. Shit.
Right.
Dude, they fucking pepper sprayed an infant child up there that was like, this lady was in the wrong place at the wrong fucking time.
Right. Well, I know at Standing Rock, they set a percussion grenade off and blew a lady's arm off. I know that's a true story.
Yeah?
Yeah. And that's just,
shit.
That's just
I
something
had
that
one of those
shocked
things
you.
blow up. I mean, it was probably like 1.5 feet away from me, and like, man, I couldn't imagine actually being hit by one of those things.
Oh, I know it. And then them rubber bullets are bad too.
Oh, I ain't never taken one of them, and I hope I never do.
It's a good one. I've seen a couple guys get shot by them. They're bad. The bruises are huge. Like, your whole back, you get shot one time in your back, your whole back is like almost a bruise.
Yeah, man, I saw that guy that took one to the face up in Standing Rock. Like, damn near half his face was purple, man, looking like fucking Two-Face out of Batman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of our camera guys got shot, and they broke his finger right on live while he was live Facebooking.
Were those protests in Brazil today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
All right.
I mean that's been going on for years down there. But this last bout of this corruption. But I mean, this is crazy.
Yep. We need to follow suit. We need to do the same thing. I mean, it's sad to say, but it's the honest truth. If we don't start doing something, this world is going to overrun everybody.
Yeah, at least they do something about them. Get them on corruption in the courts down there. We don't do shit.
Right, I know.
We just keep bowing down to them. It's incredible.
And we posted that 10 or 20 times that if America would follow suit, we might be able to get something done in this world. But America just don't seem like they know what the hell is going on. They rather just sit back and say, fuck it, I'm happy how I live, and let them do whatever they do. And it's not the right way to do it.
I mean, if Iceland could do it, you can't act like we can't. I mean, that's just, give me a break.
Right. Well, you keep letting the government run us over, and you'll be in FEMA camps or whatever they're going to do, and it won't be. They will take us over easy. America's going to let it happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no numbers on anything. You can't even get people. I mean, if you can't get people out there like in Flint supporting the water thing,
I know
it's
that.
incredible. It's like,
I know
water. Come on, I mean,
it's a tough job to get people to come help me out. I mean, I'm like, I call out for water protectors, everybody, and it's really tough to get people to get on board.
It's tough to get the people of Flint behind that now too, because they've been fighting for so long that they're just worn out and so disheartened over the whole situation.
The residents are devastated. The residents are so devastated. They don't believe anything anyone says because everything has failed. It's been 3 years. Man, I don't know what to say. The residents are sad. You can't get them. You can't give them no hope. They're lost hope. Everything.
It's one of those situations where the local people should just overthrow the city. I swear to God.
Right, I know it. They need to.
The government's not going to do anything. They're not going to fix it.
I'm down for that. I mean, I'm ready to do it. That's what I'm going to say.
I think the last time that happened, Tyler, was in Athens, Georgia. What, about 1948 or something? The vets got pissed off and took over a small town there. That's the last time we had any ball. Well, we had a bunch of World War II vets then.
What really sucks is the people of Flint have drank this water for so long without knowing what the damages are that their brains are messed up.
Well, yeah, the kids are getting exposed to, the weird rashes. Yeah, the rat.
Legionnaires' disease is one of them. The Legionnaires, and it drops your IQ like 20%. Once you get the high lead content in your body, and then you brush your teeth or something with fluoride, and it makes it twice as bad. So, I mean, your IQ levels are dropping, I don't know how much, a lot.
Oh. Hey guys.
What's going on, Jay?
What's on, Trey?
Hey man.
Then I got people saying that it's all right to drink the water when they're just protecting their jobs and their pension. They don't want to get fired from their job to say the water is bad. They can't, they can't do that. I guess I don't know. I guess I would lose my job to save the world.
Right.
I don't understand. I don't understand what people think.
Or are we talking about Flint, are we?
Yeah, the Flint.
Cool.
Flint water crisis.
Day 1000 and fuck it, we stop counting.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Oh! Now that we got somebody from the UK, I want to talk about Operation Temporary.
Right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. So what's going on? What's going on over there in the UK right now?
Oh, they've deployed loads and loads of people all around England since the bombing.
Now, I did hear today that there was another. The police had found something and blew it up today.
Sounds like fear porn to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know. Haven't you heard anything about
You haven't heard anything about that?
that? No, man.
It looks like we lost.
Well, they had something about his dad was picked up. God, what did he do?
When you say his dad, you mean the guy from the bombing?
Yeah, the suicide bomber's dad had ties to Al Qaeda and ISIS. They picked him up.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. They always do. That's why they leave the passports behind.
Yeah.
Boy's gonna say that it's been pretty hectic. Like they put the whole of the UK on critical alarm, so everyone's really
Now, do you
nervous.
when you're going around the UK, do you see an increased military presence?
Yeah, in the cities, they're everywhere. If you go on Google now and you type in Operation Tempera, you just see armed police just walking around.
To get one better, I'll Google London live cam.
Yeah.
See what it looks like on the random shit.
But they reckon it's temporary and but then David Cameron put a speech out saying that it looks like to the public people like they're bringing in martial law. So, and that's an ex-prime minister saying that. So,
when's the last time that happened over there?
Sorry?
When's the last time that happened over there? Martial law.
Martial law? Oh, never.
Never.
That's fun.
This is it, isn't it? This is the changes coming.
Yeah, this is the new way.
New age.
Sooner or later, you have a Patriot Act, just like we had in the U.S. But you guys already have a massive surveillance.
They already did that.
Yeah, I was going to say they have a massive surveillance program over in the UK.
Well, if we're quiet for 2 minutes, I made a video and that would explain things pretty well if we chuck the video up.
All right, I could put it up. Hold on. Get it up. Hold on.
We all gotta be quiet and listen.
Oh. Let's see if I can get this thing working.
It'd be quite hard on you. Only jokes, guys.
Greetings, world. We are anonymous.
Nobody's.
Hello, our loyal and brilliant brothers and sisters. Sadly, we have more shocking news. We have reason to believe that a terror attack conducted and targeted at Manchester, England, was a false flag attack, a pretext like the Paris bombings. In both cases, IDs were found on the remains. Both cases were in a concert hall, but the creepiest part is after Paris attacks, They linked the terrorist to Syria, and blamed ISIS to be Syrian and at large in Syria. This was complete nonsense. They used the false flag event to bomb and destroy Syria, and kill thousands of Syrian refugees, communities and families. If you want to blame ISIS, and point the finger, then you should point the finger at Theresa May, Jacob Rothschild, Rockefeller family, the Morgans. ISIS are a well-adapted, constructed, and built for one purpose: to bring about a new world order, and one world domination. They have already started Operation Temporer in the United Kingdom. Operation Temporer is martial law. Armed police have been put everywhere, and the whole of the UK has been put on critical. This is more lies for your eyes. We all need to wake up. Yes, there are terror proxy groups being deployed, but they are not Muslim. They are Israeli CIA trained, and paid to imitate Muslims and use Muslim as a way to divide and conquer. You will not hear about it in the news, or on your radios, but Syria will be bombed again now and destabilized. They will kill thousands. If you walked through Aleppo right now today, there is nothing left. It looks like a series of tornadoes has completely decimated and flattened the city. The elite and Western powers who are behind ISIS is Islamic State. Russia and President Putin is against the New World Order, and our only chance to stop their Zionistic plans would be to give Putin and North Korea all the support, and boycott our own Western power. It is all a mind game. The bankers and so-called families floating at the top of a pyramid are the world's problems, and are pulling the world's strings. ISIS are puppets, your government puppets. The biggest trick the devil pulled was making everyone think he did not exist. The Illuminati, aka elite, hide behind the scenes, and do not get exposed. Even when they held Bilderberg meetings, there would be complete media blackouts, and Rockefeller thanked the media for keeping their meetings a secret. David Rockefeller is dead, but his demon lives on. These people who want world domination are inhumane, possibly hybrids, but who knows? What we do know is, they want one world powered and are megalomaniac psychopathic madmen. Please share this info wide. The next place to be attacked, we believe from source, will be Germany. Another pretext false flag that will blame Syria again. Please wake up, brothers and sisters. We will not bow down and kiss the shoes of a godless government that turns its back on the people it's meant to protect. You want to blame the bad guys. Our government are the bad guys. And when you are fully awake and see the world through a real eyes, then you feel sickened to the core and everything seems synchronized. You know when you have woken up from your sleep, because you want to destroy these people, and put an end to the world's suffering. We are anonymous. We are Legion. We are the Black Rose, here to stop the poisons polluting the world. Expect us.
Yeah. You've been using that software I sent you?
Alright, we are back.
No, I just use normal for editing stuff for that one. Whoa.
Sorry, that was my I had two audio devices, my bad.
Feedback.
Feedback. Yeah, we have a now we have, instead of a 15-second delay, there's a 45-second delay because I'm doing a little bit of magic in the background.
It happens.
You like that, did you?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they found out, this kid was in Libya, not even 3 days before the attack, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So,
how does this kid get all the way from Libya to the UK in 2 days?
Exactly.
His dad was already there, wasn't he?
This is a little more than a Syrian refugee. Yeah. If you're coming from Libya, you're gonna be, crossing seas on boats and, trekking through the desert and shit and fucking no, you're not gonna be in the UK in 2 days. Get real.
Well, this guy was already on a watch list by the time he got off the plane.
Exactly. That's what I mean. The Americans leaked that he was already
so it's out that he took a plane to get into the UK then.
They were there was some intelligence. I believe the UK intelligence and US intelligence are kind of mad at each other for the US leaking that information.
Yeah, the US leaked who he was and his name and all that, and the UK was like, well, that shouldn't have been done. It was weird. It was like they didn't want to. I don't know. It was strange.
Yeah, what do you got to hide? What's the big
It
deal?
seemed like the US was helping us, but it seemed like the UK were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's like one big joke and everybody's in on it except for the public, right? Like, oh shit, don't tell them we paid for it, you know?
To me, it looked like the UK were worried that America were going to blow pushing the martial law and their cover. That's what it sounded like.
And speaking of martial law, even Indonesia, or sorry, parts of the Philippines right now is under martial law.
Yeah.
But these soldiers never usually do anything. I mean, that's just a security theater ploy, scare the public. I mean, they almost never go after anybody. There's 5,000 of them out there, but what are they doing? What's the threat? You missed the threat. You didn't.
Well, if there was to be any protest around the issue in these type of situations, they do tend to crack down extra hard on those.
Yeah.
That's pretty true.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure as the days go on, we're going to see an increased, bombing in the Middle East over this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. They use these little events to go and destabilize the Middle East and destroy the towns.
Now there is a mom in New Zealand that's wondering why her kid's photo is being used as part of the dead bodies, count in Manchester.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's that?
I saw the report. I can't get you a link, but I did run past that report. That's the only another one that's coming up kind of odd. It's like, why would they do that? Has nothing to do with it. It's like, why is this kid showing up in your report, or in your official count?
It's like, oh yeah, he's not in the UK, he's in New Zealand, right?
Yeah, if you look up a lot of these people, you get behind the screen, behind the scenes, you'll see that they're tied to the government. There'll be somebody in the family tied to the government too close, so then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're all.
You're talking about the victims?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one from the UK, like, they were circulating this young girl's picture, and then her mother pops up like, what the fuck are you doing? My daughter was murdered 3 years ago.
Is that the one? Okay.
I don't know. Well, is this about Manchester, Zed?
Yeah.
Now, I did do digging into one of the victims. That girl that was there is like some big time super fan of the bitch. This one actually looks legit. Like, I found this girl's Instagram and it goes back like 4 or 5 years.
The one victim who died, is it?
Georgina Bethany.
The fuck was that?
Oh, it's a stereo system.
Georgina Beth. What did you find about her?
I found her Instagram that goes back. I stopped scrolling. It went back so far, but I mean, it looks to be a legitimate person on that one.
Cool.
So but that's not to say these type of events don't have real and fake victims both.
Yeah. The weird thing is, it looks like a carbon copy of Paris, doesn't it?
Well, I think they like to use these fake victims and this kind of stuff because, people like us will go out and find that. And it's like, oh, this person really didn't die in this attack. And, they'll all the time turn around and try to demonize us with that. Like, how can you be so disrespectful? This person lost their life. Their families are grieving. And you're sitting here saying that shit didn't even happen. Oh, yeah, I am.
It's like some of the shootings in America, and there was the same same girl used for the crisis for that.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the girl that's always screaming? Because that is not... We should go ahead and clarify that right now, because I've already seen them find a bitch with blonde hair now, so apparently this bitch is a fucking blonde now. But, oh, it's her. She's back. She's here. False flag girl. Like, anybody with half a brain, just sit down for 2 seconds and start looking at the facial features, and you can see that not one of those are the same fucking chick.
I think there was one, in that Sandy Hook episode that one of those pictures actually showed up at a Pakistani bombing. It said, like as a foreigner that had gotten killed, and they were like, she's already dead. Allegedly.
Are you talking about the school bombing in Peshawar, like 2014?
Yeah, this goes back a few years. It's not recent. But yeah, there was some odd, same kind of weird reporting. It's like,
that was a hell of an event. I actually knew someone that was at that school when it fucking happened. That shit was crazy.
But why in the reporting are they copying and pasting these people in? That part I don't get. You could have a report that is truthful, that wouldn't have that issue. Why?
Well, I believe part of that is seeing just how far they can take it, what they can fabricate, what they can lie about, what they can make up, and how many people will accept that as truth.
Crank up the numbers a little bit. I don't know. There's got to be a reason.
I mean, look at the white helmets. They went to the scene of a bombing, and they had 3 different men carry out the same child wearing the same clothes and take pictures from 3 different angles and use them as photos from 3 different attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can look at the pictures and be like, there's that building from that picture. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
CNN's getting caught at that more and more.
Public reaction. And so that we react and we say we want more security. That's what it's about.
Yep.
Because by us saying we want